Bonjour. Hello. Let's go.
Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Good to see you all. Hello, everyone. We're not doing members only. No, we're not doing members only right now. Yeah. Nope. Good to see you all. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. I have a lot of options. Anywhere on the internet, anywhere in thy world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is September 15th, 2025. It is currently 10:28 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. How am I feeling? I feel like death. I truly do. I feel like death. And we all do right now, to be honest with you, but we're going to get on it either way. I love you too, Claudia. Good to see you. It's just that time of year, you know? I know, Monica. I know. So we're going to be looking at some of Nancy's videos related to the Charlie Kirk investigation. And I really enjoy her input on all of this. And the only thing I ask, I don't care where you stand politically. I truly give no wooden nickel where you stand politically. The only thing I ask is please be respectful to each other in chat and be respectful in general. I really believe we have forgotten the human element of each other, and that we are Americans, humans first, and we only see each other as a Republican, a Democrat, an independent, pro or against something. And it's really, I know we got to stand for something. I get that. But we also have to reel some things back in sometimes. You know what I mean? And all of that. So let's just be kind to one another if we can. That would be great. That would be great. Do me a favor, y'all, and hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. Um, and share the live out. Share the love. Share the live. Nancy, why are you looking at me like that right now? No, I don't like it the way you're looking at me, Nancy. Look at that. She's giving me the evil eye right now, y'all. It looks like I feel like. So we're going to do a bunch of things here in this live stream. So it's kind of a it's we're just going to do a lot of different things today. That's right. That golden rule, beach bum, that we should all live by. All of us. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Right? All right. So Nancy is talking about the towel DNA weird obsession. So this evil mofo that did this to Charlie, his entire family is Republican. They're all Republican. He comes from a long list of Republicans, right? And he was on the other side. He has supposedly had a trans relationship. I guess that's what you would say.
After the shooting. What kind of mind is that? Apparently, he is obsessed with furries.
Oh
People that
shit, he's
dress
one
up
of
like animals
those.
and pretend they're animals for sexual purposes. And tonight, and more important,
Is that what they do? Oh, what do they do? I thought a furry is like when they wanted to be like a cat or like a puppy or something. What's it? Don't furries use litter boxes? That's what I always thought. Like, what have we gotten ourselves into? What? I'm scared to Google what a furry is right now. What is a furry? Oh god, I'm gonna do it. Let's see what it says. What are people who identify? Well, I'm not the only one that, because that's the second thing. People who identify as furries are part of a fandom centered around an interest in anthropomorphic animals and human characteristics like walking upright and wearing clothes. While a person with this interest is considered a furry, they do not believe they are actually animals. Instead, they are uh uh-huh. Okay, they got a picture of these furries. Um, what the hell is wrong with people? Like, I mean, to me, this just looks like a mascot of something. Look at this. And actually, I was flipping through the feeds on last night, and I saw that this is considered a furry. that's considered a furry. To me, that's just like someone dressing. I mean, yeah, I mean, you can't identify. I'm going to shut up, or I'll get myself. You can't. I mean, to me, that's not. When I think of furry, I don't think of someone just like on camera doing this. Now, if they take it a little too far, right? This is more of what I think of when I think of furries, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, I am all for um being yourself, right? God knows I'm all for that. But I just don't think yourself is a furry. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to be different and all of that, but why crap in a litter box when you've got a perfectly good toilet? You know, right? It's just weird. I got to be careful. Anyway, we'll go. Let Nancy talk.
Are others in on the murder plot? Did he have help? Because if he did, I advise you to turn yourself in right now. Try to cut a deal before the feds get 3 inches up your
Mhm.
tailpipe. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us.
Not me, mother chicken. Mm. What is it doing?
Breaking news tonight. The lone shooter, the assassin that got
President.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
join us for full
Hold on.
hard to kill.
So not only did investigators,
Here we go.
What do we know, Sydney?
we have DNA that ties Robinson to this crime scene. So not only did investigators collect DNA from the towel that was wrapped around the rifle that Robinson left behind, they also found a screwdriver left on the roof of the Losi
Yes.
Center at
Yes, they found a screwdriver. Now, we saw him walking a certain way. You guys remember that? He was walking a certain way with like a limp. Well, there was a screwdriver, and you could think of it as he was putting his pew pew together or taking it off or dismantling it, I guess you could say. Right. Exactly, Robini. Exactly. So I think that's what, in my opinion, I mean, why else would he have a screwdriver? Why else? Could have been to put the scope on, maybe. Something like that.
ties Robinson to that roof.
Yep.
Okay, I've been trying to identify why he would use a screwdriver, but let me focus. I imagine for scope, adjusting his scope. But to Joe Scott Morgan joining us, Professor of Forensics, Jackson.
I did not think that, to be honest with you, I did not think that he could have. I don't know. I expected someone different because of the length of the distance, right? The length and the distance. I expected someone more professional, right? Like prior military, um, not some furry, you know? you know? So here we are, though. Here we are. It's
State University is a death investigator with over 1,000 death investigations under his belt, author of Blood Beneath My Feet and star
is that
of
my
Body
Halloween
Bags
costume?
with Joe Scott Morgan. Joe
No.
Scott, let's address the towel, because
Yeah.
if there is any joy to be had in this scenario, it's the fact that we're going to nail his sorry rear end with DNA.
Yes,
Explain where
Nancy.
the towel was and the
Yep.
significance. I mean,
Yes,
that
ma'am.
is an incredible conduit for DNA. I mean, the only thing else he could have done that would be any better is if he got some masking tape and did this on it and left it. I mean, a towel
Yeah.
is an awesome conduit of DNA.
Yeah, we have to think
Yep.
about where he was positioned allegedly on top of that building. Nancy, it was scorching out there that day, perhaps as hot as about 85 degrees. What do you do when you lay in the direct sunlight? You sweat. Well, this weapon that was found deposited in an adjacent wooded area was actually wrapped in the towel. So this is not, in my opinion, they have a real chance at getting a complete DNA strand off this. This is not going to be a partial relative to touch. This could be sourced directly out of bodily fluids from his sweat or maybe the oil off of his finger.
It's just a sad day in America, the country of live and let live, what we are founded on, of listening to others ideals, right? That Charlie, no matter if you agreed with him on 100% or some things and not other things, or nothing at all, he brought people together for the conversation, right? For the conversation. And that is what we should all be doing. Because once we are around someone all the time that agrees with us with 100% of everything, you are around the wrong people. You do not need anyone around you that agrees with you 100% of the time. You should never agree with me 100% of the time. You should never agree with me 100% of the time. And that's okay. Right? Right? We should never agree with each other 100% of the time. And he was willing to say his ideas. He was willing to let you come to the microphone. Listen, you can convince anybody the same as that he could convince anybody else. What happened to this man in front of his wife, his children, the world, is unacceptable. Unacceptable. It's, I don't know. I don't know. Well, I just, Kitty, I just don't believe we're supposed to believe the same thing. We're really not. There is 8 billion people in the world. I don't want a one-party system. I don't really want a two-party system, to be honest with you. In my opinion, I think we need more options, personally, because I think it would help, in my opinion, but that's just me. Like I've told you guys before, I've voted both sides. I've voted Republican, I've voted Democrat, I've voted both, right? And I'm a person that believes truth is always somewhere in the middle. That's just the way I believe. But we have to see each other again as human beings. That is what we are missing. We are missing the human being element. You are not your party. You are not your party. You are not your president. You are you. And it doesn't matter. 50% of the country is always going to be unhappy. Right? That's just it is. We must have balance in this country. We must have it. Right?
Because he's touched this, wrapped the towel or wrapped the weapon in the towel and deposited it, left it behind, and left behind potentially his DNA fingerprint.
What an arrogant SOB. He planned this thing out
Elementary.
right down to the towel, right down to bringing a screwdriver. Chris McDonough.
I don't find it a coincidence that I'm not talking about the guy asking the question to Charlie, the last question to Charlie. I'm not talking about that guy. I want to make that extraordinarily clear. I loved what Jeffree Star said. He is absolutely right. He's 1,000% right, in my opinion. But what was I saying before that? What was I talking about? That's all Jeffree Star knowing. Oh, about the question. I do not think it was I believe the person asking the question to Charlie was 100,000,000% had nothing to do with anything. That's my opinion. Believe what you think, but I believe the question triggered this man right here. I think the question triggered this because of his lifestyle that he lives, right? And I don't find it a coincidence that it happened now, knowing that this, there's going to be this was a debate. There's a billion questions asked during this time, right? And we had no idea that this gentleman lived the way he did or whatever. Do we know who the was registered to? Hold on. I'm not sure we can have that word. Hold on one second. One second. I'll let you know in just 1 second here. I gotta fix something.
Joining us, Director Cold Case Foundation, former homicide detective, over 300
Chris is here, by the way.
homicide investigations, and star of The Interview Room on YouTube. Explain the significance of the screwdriver that was found.
So, Nancy, the screwdriver typically could be used on a scope to adjust for
I don't know who it
variations
is
like the
registered
wind
to be honest with
and
you.
or the target moving itself. So
They
typically,
haven't
if somebody's
said
going to
yet
bring a
that I'm aware
screwdriver,
of.
they're going to use it for that.
McDonough, the target, as you say,
I
was
mean,
Charlie
really,
Kirk,
hold on.
a father of two.
The only thing that we know is that he left very specific what's the word I'm trying to find here? He left very specific messages on the. It was his grandfather's. That makes sense. That makes sense. All of his family is very, very GOP, right? And so I wonder, one thing I do wonder is he close with his family? Has his relationship been affected with his family since, or does his family know that who he is involved in a relationship allegedly with? Right? My question is, why did he want his roommate to drive 2 hours to pick up? There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions.
A husband.
There's Chris.
Whether you agree with anything he says or not, he was trying to make a difference in this world.
That's right.
The target, as you say, was a sitting duck at the bottom of a fish bowl, at the bottom of a pit. It couldn't be. He couldn't be any more of a sitting target. Explain, McDonough.
It's wrong. It is wrong. It's wrong. It's been a hard week for a lot of us, right? It's been a hard week. Just seeing this, knowing this is happening in our country, in our world, where we are. It's been really difficult. Explain, McDonough. That's just Nancy. That's just Nancy. It's hit us a lot. It's hit us right. Oh, really, Nosy? You did? He was a great debater. And you know something? That's what I always tell people. You'll hear me say this, and this was way before this ever happened. People get mad all the time, right? And they do stupid things. They do stupid things on here, on this platform, all of that. I always say, don't get mad. Improve your argument, right? These people like, I don't even like to say his name, to be honest with you, that did this to Charlie. It's a cheap way out. It's a cheap way for frustration. You know what Charlie was doing? He was going to each all over the world, for that matter, but particularly America, talking to the youth, the future of our country, right? Because when you're in a real debate, you are absolutely should be open to learning. We are just so about speaking over each other, proving our point now. This is what it is. This is what it is. This is what it is. Let me hear your thoughts. Let me hear your thoughts on how you believe such and such is this or that. Right? Whether it's pew pew laws, whether it's abortion, whether it's, whatever. It doesn't matter. He was willing to travel all over our beautiful country, one at a time. It's a lot of work. I'm telling you what he did, this is a lot of fucking work, what Charlie did. It's a bitch to travel all the time. It's hard to wake up early in the morning like that when you just want to be like, oh my God, I just got off an airplane, and go there with a smile and then have a sharp enough mind to debate. Right? Minimal security, 5 officers. 5 officers. That's sad. When there was 3,000 people there? So, there's that.
Nancy, that's a great point. The shooter was approximately 150 to 200 yards, probably closer to 150, and he really was in a fishbowl because it is a straight shot from the top of that building that you're seeing right there, and so he didn't have very much variances in relationship to problems of looking through that scope and then pulling that trigger.
I mean, think about it, Joe Scott Morgan, all the way back to medieval times.
I am
back
so
to,
sorry.
Have you ever been to Indian Mounds?
I do apologize. Thank you so much, EL. I do appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. Good to see you. And Cinderella, thank you so much for your support. And I do appreciate you. It means so much, truly, right now. What did Christy say? Yes, sometimes you need it's likely just a noise canceling, nothing playing. I don't know. Is my mic okay?
Joe Scott.
Yes, I have.
Very often in ancient times, they would build a mound so they could look down at the target.
I hear myself.
Right? The worst place you can be for your safety is at the bottom of a pit. You can't see up, but they can see you. You are a sitting duck.
You definitely are.
Yeah, and you're static in that position right there. And one other chilling thing about this, Nancy, that I think kind of gets glossed over sometimes is the fact that these attendees that are there, Nancy, this round, if it was fired from where we think it was, passed within inches of the tops of their heads.
I know. I thought
as it, as it's on.
I thought about that. Right? Like, this guy is way up here and he's shooting, pew-pewing down, right? It went over a lot of people's heads. A lot, especially there in the front. And even, I mean, there was people standing right by him. Right? And it was one pew-pew. One. That's it. And it's something I believe, just like, remembering what JFK went through, right? You'll kind of always have this in your head. You just can never unsee it. There's just some things you can never unsee. Well, yeah, a lot of people are talking about the tent thingy. I don't know about that. I really don't know.
On track to strike Charlie Kirk. It's literally passing. One little flinch, one little twitch, one little gust of wind could have driven this back, and it could have driven it into the head of one of the people standing there.
1,000%.
And Nancy, this is a very powerful round. It could have actually penetrated multiple people and done great damage. So yeah, this was a shot from a perspective of height, firing downward. Charlie Kirk was in a sitting position. He was static, and he was a sitting duck.
So, do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years?
Too many.
I'm telling you, that question right there triggered him, in my opinion. It triggered him because of his lifestyle, right? It's just amazing that we're that small-minded of just another person having an opinion. It goes to this.
5 is a lot, right? I'm going to give you some credit. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
Chaos on the Utah Valley University campus as thousands of students and locals run from Kirk's booth, screaming. Kirk's security team rushes in to action, putting pressure on Kirk's wound and escorting him to a waiting SUV to take him to the hospital.
It was too late. There is video of Kirk wrapped in some type of a gray sheet or blanket, and people are
Why is it
holding his
low?
body, racing him to a back of a vehicle that takes off. But it was too late. He was shot.
Is it low for you? Is she low there? To me, it sounds low.
Through the neck.
To hear that we would have
She was low there.
possibly been shot as well.
Tiana, tell us what happened that day.
She was there in the crowd.
So it was into the second question when me and my friend heard a gunshot go off. We both immediately looked up into the sky, thinking that there might have been a firecracker of some sort. We didn't think it was real until we started seeing everyone saying, "Get down, get down."
I agree.
Everyone started ducking down and started running towards the building behind us.
And you saw them carrying Charlie to the SUV, right? Like, there should have been ambulance there to hand out band-aids if someone got a scraped knee at the very, you know what I mean? Like something. Like, usually during events, you see people, you see the ambulances around. Doesn't matter if you're at an event like this or a state fair or wherever. I don't know. You know, especially after what happened with all the political violence, starts with a V, and, you know, violence that has happened since Trump, since, you know, on both sides of the aisle for that matter. Like, we should have better things in place.
You stated when you first heard the gunshot, you didn't realize it was
Yeah, I
a
mean,
gun. What did you think?
people have, I don't know why this, let me see if, I don't know why, I don't think her mic is working here. It's not working good.
It was real until we started seeing everyone saying, "Get down, get down." Everyone started ducking down and started running towards the building behind us.
You stated when you first heard the gunshot, you didn't realize it was a gun. What did you think it was?
I thought it was a firecracker. I don't know, maybe some sick joke of some sort. I had no idea that it was real. I didn't think anything like that would happen on campus.
What did you do when you heard that?
Yeah, I agree. We need more.
So when I heard that, I was the only thing that was going on.
If it gets better with her.
What does your family?
All right, we're going to go to the other one with Nancy, because this one you just can't hear anything. I don't know. It needs to boost. All right. Let me see if they boosted in this right here.
Traveled inches.
Nope. They still don't. All right. Here we go.
Breaking news tonight. Charlie
Rushes in to action, putting pressure on Kirk's wound and escorting him to a waiting SUV to take him to the hospital.
That video you saw originally is from @Beanie Johnson on X.
I want to read
and you can hear, it's not Kirk asking about how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters.
Yep, I'm nosy. I'm thankful to whoever gave me this membership. I will get it myself after this. Thank you so much, nosy. Thank you so much. Let me show you. This is both of his parents is registered, right? I mean, looks like any other family, right? I mean, his family looks just like any other family. He is, and I'm not trying to, I was looking at his measurements. Like, he's got a very big chin, in his filament. His measurements, he's not a very attractive guy, right? Physically. And he was looking at other past pewers, and they all have this big chin, really big chin right here, really big chin. And he's got the ears as well. Yep, the golden ratio. Yep. Yep. Because, okay, someone sent me something. All right. And then if you go, I can show you some old stuff. I mean, look at his picture here. Oh, I need to check this. This is Nancy. Look at this right here. See this? Like, he's just not his eyes also don't they're not exactly straight, which me either, Cindy. Nobody. You can't support. Listen, it doesn't matter who it is. You cannot. You can't support it from anybody at all, no matter what side. His family, I mean, that's his family. It is sick. It is sick. And nobody should celebrate anyone especially doing something of service, right? Something of service. But he's got he comes from a long line of family who that broke my heart. That broke my heart right there. Seeing that was more than I thought they would ever show of him. You know what I mean? About showing. But I think it's important that people see this, right? That what Erica is dealing with right here. Yes, they do 1-800. Yes, they do. Right? This man is in a casket now. He doesn't get to hold his baby girls anymore. She doesn't get to hold her husband's hand. Doesn't get to live the rest of her life with him. Taken, gone, forever. People could dislike someone so much because they have a different opinion that you would take. They would be okay that he's not with his little girls anymore. Girl and boy, you're right. Yeah, I keep wanting to think it's two girls. It's uh never mind. I'll say it in a minute. But it's just crazy to me. It's just crazy to me. It's unacceptable. Sounds like being a devout Mormon, you can live up to a certain expectations. In my opinion, he was angry about that and did what he did. Well, now the reports are coming out that he was obsessed with Charlie. Right? Don't ever be obsessed with anybody. Ever. Live your life. Live your life. Don't be obsessed about what someone says or does or thinks or anything like that. Live your life and just continue. Poor little Charlie there. That's really sad. He's a 6 foot. Charlie was what, 6'3"? Yeah, that's it, silly. That's it. Thank you, Red Moon, for becoming a member. Appreciate you, my friend. Really do appreciate you. All right. This is he did these are more pictures of him. This weirdo. You could he's just very. How old is this guy? How old is he? He's not that old, is he? Not that old at all. But he looks like he's aging pretty quickly. I mean, he looks older than 22. He looks older than 22. Right? He's already losing hair. All that. You can see his side profile. It's craziness.
Congratulations. You have been selected to receive the Resident Presidential Scholarship from Utah State University. The value of this scholarship is approximately $32,000. This scholarship is available for 4 years or 8 semesters.
He's freaking weird there. You see, I don't know. I know a lot of people are very hard on his parents, but I feel bad for him to an extent. I really do, because they didn't have the same ideas as he did. I mean, when someone's 18, I just don't feel like it's the parents' fault. He looks 30. Oh, every bit of it. And is that the photo of Charlie in the casket? Aren't their hands usually on top of the other? No, it depends. Like when I worked at the funeral home, we would sometimes we would do their hands like this or like this, or we would put them like this. Occasionally, especially older, like really older people, they would want it like this. Very rarely people do it this way though anymore. But it's usually like this or just hands to the side. Generally, this is how we did it though at a funeral home. It is a preference though. It's a preference. It doesn't mean anything either way. It's just really a preference. And sometimes you would ask, whether you wanted their hands, how you wanted their hands, but usually we didn't even ask. We just, unless they specified a certain way. I don't think it's his parents' fault either. I mean, they were, I would say, supporters of probably Charlie and his ideas, right? Mom had her hands crossed on her lap. Yeah. And I placed my favorite flower and poem. Yeah. 32,000 Estrange of the letter. Yes, guys, please hit that thumbs up. Come on. Hit my baby one more time. All right. Let's see here. I wonder. I'm just kind of scared to play certain things. But we'll see if I can play it or not. I mean, his dad was like, sorry, I thought I was live, or I thought I was here for it, but I accidentally exited out. Did y'all see this yesterday? Did y'all see this with the Vigil? With let me see if Erica talks here. It was like 6 hours long. Or no, it wasn't. I thought it was, but it's just not. Does Erica talk here?
Most people in this town, pretty much all of the people in this town.
Let me see if Erica talks.
Leader there. We, of course.
No turning back. No.
In well over 50 years. Years old, I decided not to go to college. I didn't get my dream school, which was the United States Military Academy at West Point. I have this idea to galvanize and motivate the future youth of this country around a core set of ideas, not just political parties or politicians. And the ideas are really: America's the greatest country in the history of the world. The Constitution is the greatest political document ever written, and free enterprise is the most assured way to lift people out of poverty and create prosperity for all. Those are the three big ideas. And I think that's something that can win. We as Christians are called to go into the public arena to correct error with truth. So I go to college campuses and there's a lot of error. We're all sinners. We all live in error. I'm far more interested in what God wants of me than what I want from God.
I have to say this without getting emotional, but I'm very proud of my husband. And I know many of you are too. You have worked so hard. And I know a lot of you have seen, obviously, his videos on TikTok and all the stuff he does on campus. but no one gets to see him from my angle except for myself and our children. And the sacrifices that he made this year, he's amazing. I'm very blessed.
And I would not have been able to do any of it without Erica. And that's the real truth. I'll tell you what. You are here as a grassroots response to the top-down revolution happening in this country. I want our Turning Point USA students to receive a round of applause. These are the freedom fighters of America.
Isn't that sad? Just sad. They were such a good couple. You know what I mean? Like, they were the best. They were just the best couple. And oh, this is new. Tyler lived with gender. Yes, we know that. Okay, this is brand new article. Text. Okay, look at this. Ooh. Brand new article coming out. Tyler Robinson. Oh, text could. Ooh, I can't say that word, but watch this.
The suspect admitted to it. Furthermore, evidence and we've collected information where, through witness interviews from the FBI and local law enforcement, that he essentially admitted after the shooting and assassination of Charlie Kirk, the suspect admitted to it.
Ooh.
Furthermore, the evidence and information will come out. I won't stylize the evidence. The Attorney General is absolutely right. We can't do that. But I will say what was found in terms of information, a text message exchange where the suspect specifically stated that he had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk and he was going to do that. And when he was asked why, he said, "Some hatred cannot be negotiated with."
I'm going to do a YouTube short. One of the things that Charlie said, and I think it was amazing. All right, so FBI Director Kash Patel on Monday today revealed a chilling text between that of Charlie Kirk, alleged, I can't say that word, the in, and Tyler Robinson sent that may indicate a motive for last week's pew-pewing. And I'm going to show you that momentarily as well. What was found in terms of information, a text message exchange where the suspect, Robinson, specifically stated that he had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and he said that he was going to do that, quote unquote. Patel said during an appearance on Fox News with Hannity. And when Robinson was asked why, he said some hatred cannot be negotiated with, end quote, the FBI director added. Robinson, 22, is obviously accused of unaliving Kirk and a rooftop hundreds of yards away from the event of the campus of Utah Valley University, where the 31-year-old conservative activist was speaking to the massive crowd. Patel noted that evidence had also been collected, quote, through witness interviews, end quote, showing that Robinson, quote, essentially admitted, end quote, to unaliving Kirk after September 10th. The suspect admitted to it, quote, end quote, the FBI director said, without going into detail and noting he would not, quote, stylize the evidence, end quote. When asking if the FBI was probing into potential for a wider plot, Patel indicated that the investigation is still ongoing. Quote, we're dedicating every asset we have to run the reverse daisy chain analysis of anyone that is in contact with the suspect that currently is in custody and anyone he contacted. Like, if he essentially admitted he was going to unalive, oh, I need to take that off. Sorry. Charlie, and they didn't turn it in, that's bad. Oh, thank you, Rogue. He was a good guy, I think, at least. The FBI director said in the Bureau, we will be interviewing scores of people, quote, end quote. Robinson communicated with the Discord messaging app and other devices, and that agents are in the process of securing each warrants to review those communications. Wow. We've seized multiple electronics from the home of the suspect and his romantic partner, Patel said. We've got computers, we've got laptops, gaming systems, we've got cell phones. I really think he was obsessed with Charlie. All of that is being triaged by the FBI because that's what we do, he said. All the resources of the Attorney General has dedicated to the mission is allowing us to move at the speed we have. Attorney General Pam Bondi, also appearing on Hannity, praised Patel for his work on the case. The FBI worked long and hard from day one, Bondi said. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Then we, as federal prosecutors, will look to see if we have federal charges as well. And of course, if we do, we will also indict and work hard hand in hand with the state to ensure that the horrible human being faces the maximum extent of the law. What? Okay. FBI probing possible? Yes. Yes. What about this, guys? Do y'all think he is what they call a lone wolf? Or do you think there was more? Thank you, Red Moon. Obsessed with the chat rooms full of hate. I've heard it myself. Even 5-year-olds cursing people out. If parents only knew. Yeah. I mean, did he live with this? Did he live with this romantic partner? Did they actually live together? FBI probing possible extended network that, quote, aided and abetted, end quote, suspect Charlie Kirk Pupuer Robinson. Look at this. What is this? Oh, that's a gas tanker exploding in Mexico City. Okay. The FBI number 2 man said Monday that he suspects Charlie Kirk's unaliver, Tyler Robinson, could be, quote, aided and abetted, end quote, by a, quote, extended network, end quote, alluding to, quote, multiple warning signs, end quote, he gave leading up to the ass and a chun. At the Post reported Sunday, law enforcement was already probing whether pro-trans online groups sexualized animal-obsessed furries? What the fuck? And other connected with Robinson had advanced knowledge of his alleged murderous plans. Okay. All right. I don't get these people. The time will tell if others withheld knowledge. I mean, I think I did at the beginning of this live. silly, silly Lily, I did. I didn't get it. They had to pay $1,800 a month, however. We know the difference between good and bad intentions. Exactly, Deborah. Yep, free will. He lived in an apartment with partner and other roommate. I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird, these things. People just put too many labels on everything, and I just don't know. Like, oh, you want to be celebrated because you're put a furry mask on? I don't understand. Meow. Okay. All right. Looking into whether the shocking unaliving of Kirk, a 31-year-old conservative icon, married dad of two, and the founder of Turning Point USA, the part of the larger effort that could involve people providing even financial help, or someone who knew the specifics of it and failed to report that. That's what I'm thinking. I think there were some people around him. Yeah, I just meowed. Meow. I meow at my cat. I'm like, meow, kitty. And with my monkey, Pearl, I'm like, she likes doing this. Like your mouth is very important for socialization with primates like you and I. And she does this. Sometimes she'll look at me like, especially like if she's far off, it's like almost she's like looking at me like this, and she'll go, Pearl. It's so cute. I just can't with the furry business. Me either. You need a chicken party? Yeah. Me too. Me too. It's been really a crazy week. It really has. I mean, I just don't get it. He's just off looking. He just came to the school to. This is his partner. Officials have so far been tight-lipped about divulging what exactly put Robertson over the edge on Kirk. As having some, quote, obsession, end quote, with him based on his, quote, digital footprints, end quote, calling the assassination as ideologically motivated ATTACK. The same threatening sentiment was allegedly found in a handwritten note, which Patel said was, quote, destroyed, end quote, but the Bureau still has, quote, evidence to show what was in that note. The director said it included Robinson saying, quote, I have the opportunity to take Charlie Kirk, and he says, quote, "I'm going to take it," end quote. The FBI declined to comment further when asking about the post for clarification about the handwritten note or its contents. Wow. This is the furry. So this is his furry person. Yeah. Lance Twigs. That sounds like, in my opinion, that sounds like, you know how they say you get your drag queen name? It's the first pet you ever owned and the first street you ever lived on. So mine is BB Sugar Creek. My first dog, his name was BB, and my first street I ever lived on was Sugar Creek. So BB Sugar Creek is my name. And this person's name is Lance Twigs. Lance Twigs. Bitch, you lost the fruit. You lost your twigs a long ass time ago. Sorry, not sorry. That's the furry's name, I guess. Oh, thank you, Rogue. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you very, 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 very much, my dear. Appreciate it. How do I explain to my adult kids that I think I might qualify as a furry in my PJs? Get out of those PJs. Get out of those PJs. Get up. Get out of those PJs. No furry. No furry. Burning my onesie. There you go. That's right. That's right. BB Sugar Creek would be a legend. Yeah. You know, when I'm in my, that might be my stripper name. That might be my stripper name. What's your name? BB Sugar Creek, bitch. What's yours? We have a town called Sugar Creek. Really? Mine would be Finnegan Ouellette. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm Wednesday Hampton. How about that? Such a hard thing to do with my client is having a hard time. Her daughter wants to be a furry. Really? Who started this? Really? Who started the furry mobile stuff? Like, who started this stuff? Is it from like a movie or anime or what? I'm scared to ask. You never know anymore. I'm just scared to ask. Hold on. Seems like an anime. That's just kind of the way I understand. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say it's like a fetish as well. I'm sorry, in my opinion, if you find small pets and small farm animals attractive, get the away from me. Really, get away. No. Mm-mm. No. Listen. leave the animals alone. You don't want to do that. Leave my beaver alone, silly Lily. No, they don't do animals. Just I know, but I know they don't do animals. I know that, but they want to be animals, right? And I don't know about you, but if you've ever seen street cats at night and you want to be a furry and you find this as a fetish, no, I just can't. My mind can't go there. The furries, where is that show? I don't know. I absolutely agreed with Charlie Kirk about him that you don't need a degree. A degree is not for everybody. If you want a degree, it's perfectly fine in my opinion, but if you don't, it doesn't necessarily measure success in my opinion. That's where, oh yes, on my strange addiction. Well, I know like here on YouTube, there are people that eat baby powder. They do baby powder live streams. I don't know if some of you guys know this, some of you don't. I have a phobia of cotton balls. Can't stand them. Can't stand them. And another thing, I cannot stand powder between my hands. I can't stand powder between my hands. So that sound that powder makes when it's like they're like dipping it, I just want to fucking crawl up and die. Mm-mm. Agree with him about homeschooling. I don't know what his stance was on that. Don't be feel bad, Justin. I was scared of a potato sprout as a kid. You was scared of potato sprouts? Really? I can't stand cotton balls. I hate cotton balls. I just can't stand the feel of it, the sound of it, none of that. You scared of the dentist? They don't put it in my mouth. They don't put it in my mouth. Oh, I'm thinking about it, trying to put seriously chills all over me right now. You're scared of bananas? Not me, girl. Not me. Why are you scared of bananas? Talc is not safe to breathe in. No. Yeah, I can't stand the powder on my hands. I don't like squeaky sounds or animal print. Really. Cheapskate. If I was going to have a cotton ball on me, I would rather have a wet cotton ball on me any day. No, I'd rather have it wet on me. Crochet, a lot of people are actually. Big roaches. Ooh. I don't like rats. I do not like rats. I do not like snakes. And I do not like roaches. But I I don't like those rat tails or anything like that. Well, when I went to Texas, like they're different roaches than they are here on the East Coast. Right? Like they have, what do they call them? Is it palmetto bugs or something? But their roaches, like in Texas, they're like that big, and they'll like smoke a cigarette. You know, they're kind of like, you think you're gonna spray me, motherfucker? You think you're gonna spray me? Yeah, no, no. Ugh. I don't like anything reptilian. Yeah. Smoking rich. Of course they do. You see them at the corner store all the time. Rats. Spiders don't bother me. Spiders bother a lot of people. I don't mind spiders whatsoever. I don't like them, but I'm not scared of them or anything like that. I'm just like, I don't care how big they are. Now, if it's a snake, even if it's a little snake, I'm like, pew, out of there. We have flying Christmas beetles that are huge, and their legs have spikes like to cling to. Yeah. You like geckos, June bugs, flies, stink bugs. Yes. We have a lot of those in West Virginia and Virginia. I'm so scared of snakes. Me too. You have a 14-foot king snake? Bats. You're terrified of I'm terrified of lightning. My family hates me when it lightnings and I'm driving because it'll lightning and I'll be like that, or I'll scream, I'll go really loud, and they're like, you scared the shit. Don't, it's just lightning. I'm like, I know, but it's just a sound, it's all that. I'm a bitch. You're reminding me of the crack spider video on YouTube. The crack spider. I don't like lightning either. My dad's friend, he has gotten struck by lightning twice. And it first happened when I was a kid, and then he got struck again several years later. And I'm just always like, in the car. I don't mind big storms. It's just the lightning. It messed him up really bad the first time. His heart never got back in rhythm. Like they can't get his heart. They couldn't get his heart back the timing or whatever. I can't either. Same. I can't think about it. Cheapskate. It's that feeling right there is the same feeling I get with cotton balls. Can't take it. Can't take it. It's that dry, weird feeling. Yeah, and that's the thing. Nobody knows why you have a phobia. You know, you just don't know why. I got struck by lightning through my cable box. Wow, it struck the cable cord outside, scared me so bad. You hate sand? Really? listening behind the machine. My car got struck. Probably like 5 years ago, I was sleeping, dead asleep, and there was lightning, and I mean, there's close, and it woke me up. I woke up standing straight up out of the bed. It happened so quick, and it like shook, like it was scary. The dryness of how the stick makes you guess. I can't stand that wooden stick feeling. It's crazy. Anywho, guys, I'm going to come back here in just a minute. I've got some true crime news that it's about a case updated. A decision was made today. We got to talk about it. I had over 6 feet of water in my house. Ooh. Maybe. But I'll be back in just a minute. I'm coming back, so don't go anywhere. I'm really coming back in just a minute. With a hurricane. Oh. I've never been through a hurricane. Never. There is some new stuff that's coming out, so you'll have to see in just a minute, Crochet. Yes, I'll be back. Just a minute. Much love. How do I close this? Okay, there we go. I'll be right back. Give me 5 minutes, 10 minutes max.